why don't we go ahead and get started? It's kind of an interesting thing that we have here. We have all of our places present, so we have more than a quorum. We'll call to order the specially called Board of Adjustment meeting for today, Thursday, February the 15th, 2024. And we don't have, since it's a specially called meeting, we're not going to approve minutes. We'll do that at our regularly scheduled meeting next month. So the first case here for this public hearing is V 2024-005. And in place of Steve Killen, Tina Cox, would you please present this to us?
Yes, sir. Applicant Steve Peacock, representing CNS Contractors, is requesting a variance from section 154.05.6.d, parentheses B, parentheses 5, regarding minimum depth of rear setback for the property located at 1665 Hyman, being parcel R33697, block 26, lot 17 of the South Side Edition of the City of Stephenville, Erath County, Texas. Chairman Quasi, a little bit of background. Mr. Peacock is requesting a 15-foot variance relating to the rear setback requirement of 25 foot in order to build a duplex residential structure. If it is approved by the board, the rear setback will be reduced to 10 foot as reflected on the site plan, which is on page 10. If you could scroll to 10 for me, please. So that upper portion, way up at the top, is where he is requesting his setback, his rear setback.
Is that a street?
No, it's more of an alleyway.
Okay. Will it become a street?
Speaking about the dark.
The gray, yeah, the dark gray.
Oh, not the dark gray. The dark gray is the fire lane. Go farther up,
Yeah, we're talking.
way farther up.
Top corner,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Way up there. That dark lane is the fire lane.
And the options for us are to approve the variance,
Or to deny.
to deny.
Yes,
but
sir.
That's it.
Mr. Killen wanted me to bring to the board's attention that the nearby adjacent properties, the rear setbacks at currently range from 8 foot to 15 feet. So the current neighborhoods.
They're already at a,
Correct.
have
Grandfathered
exceptions.
in.
Yes.
Obviously.
Yes, sir. And Mr. Chair, Mr. Peacock is here to answer any and all questions that you and the board may have.
Very good.
How wide is that alley?
30 feet.
And did the city have any recommendations, or were they friendly to this request?
Staff has no objection to the variance request, I was told.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Mr. Peacock, if you'd come up to the podium, please, state your name, and then if you want to field questions or maybe make a pitch before.
Sure,
we
sure.
ask you
Yeah,
questions.
yeah, I know a little bit about it. I've owned this property about 20 years, so I've stomped around on it for a while. Steve Peacock, owner of the property in question, CNS Contractors. That 30-foot that you're looking at there, I've always called it an easement because it actually has a sewer line in that, and it could never be a street because I don't think it's even wide enough to, if it could be, and then it wouldn't go anywhere because it would go into the Fifth Street there that has been abandoned, I believe, by the city, because I bought a big chunk of Fifth Street, as you see there coming off Hyman. I had purchased that just recently and was going to use it so I can make my fire lane go all the way around this property. I already have 3 duplexes there that are rented to over 55 tenants, 55 years old, and that is what we're going to do with these other 2 units. And we have plenty of room in a way here, but we're trying to save these big oak trees that are in that area. I mean, my mother would come back and haunt me if I start cutting oak trees down. And it looks like that it all works if we can just move this structure back and we can get this all in there and have another good rental place. I've already had people inquiring, because there's not a lot in Stephenville at a little higher level. I think we're operating at for old retiree types, So that's in general what we're trying to do.
Okay. Any questions from the board for Mr. Peacock? No? Thank you very much.
Okay,
Thank you. I know that we received a letter that was in opposition to the request, and so is that already in the record?
Yes.
And there,
You just put it into the record, yes, sir.
okay, and did everyone see that letter?
Yes, sir. That
Just
letter
pick-
was emailed to each of the board members.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that they
Yes.
all read
Yes,
it,
sir.
yeah. And is there anyone else in the community who is here to speak for or against the proposal? Nobody? All right. If we want to talk about the letter just for a second, any comments or thoughts on that? Just, that person's not here, apparently. I mean, the letter represents her.
She clearly had a concern about things being built right in her backyard. Looking at the neighborhood itself and looking at what the other setbacks are, and then also considering that you said 30 feet on the alleyway, that there's that kind of buffer there. I mean, yes, we're reducing the setback, but I feel like that alleyway adds an additional buffer that not all properties have. So I understand the concerns of the property owner, but I don't think this isn't going to be any more demanding on her, or any more restrictive on her property than any of the other properties in that area.
And did you all see the line that said, it's his property, he can do with it what he wants?
Yeah, I did catch that too.
Yeah.
So
I
like,
mean, there
she's
was almost a built-in concession in the letter. I'm just-
irritated, but
Yeah.
this,
She seemed like she'd be more irritated about the sound of construction
Yeah.
more than anything else.
Than anything
I
else.
understand that, but I mean, it's
That's,
live.
yeah. And once it's built though, I think she'll have a much quieter neighborhood probably than,
okay, I just wanted us to acknowledge the letter so, so that that person would get a sense that it got a proper hearing as well. So we'll close the public hearing, and now I'd like to entertain a motion regarding case number V 2024-005 from the board.
Mr. Chairman, I vote that we approve case number B2024-005.
Thank you very much. And I hear a second from Robert. All right, any discussion? All right, we'll call the question. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Any opposed, same sign? Okay. So the request for a variance passes and is approved, and there's no other business in this specially called meeting, so I move that we adjourn.